Twiller will be mine. Ohio cat race, Riddler's on my mind, yeah. Skip buddy Twiller will be mine, yeah. When you're not around me, the secret's on my mind, yeah.
This is my new personal record for most plungies on one side.
Sorry, go ahead. No! You did it!
Paul, are you home? Ding dong. Landlord, pizza delivery, fire department.
Bank manager, you have an appointment.
What do you want, Carl?
I want to be treated like a friend, Paul.
We're not friends anymore.
Didn't you get my apology piano?
Pianos aren't supposed to bleed and scream.
I guess it was less a piano and more a statement on pianos.
Why can't you go horrify someone else, Carl?
I miss your grumpy face, and the paw mask I made hasn't helped. It's not grump enough.
You made a mask of my face?
Yes, and speaking of which, you might want to avoid being seen by federal investigators.
Carl!
To some, you are now known as Nikolai Spanikov, brutal leader of the Russian opium cartel.
Go home, Carl. I'm calling the police.
Bad idea, Nikolai. And you know there isn't a prison I can't nibble my way out of.
I'm dialing.
I've got nowhere to go. I burned my house down once it had enough swans inside, and I used up the rest of my savings buying the swans.
And whose fault is that, Carl?
Society. Society and the swans.
Carl, please. I really gave you every chance I could. I can't do it anymore.
Plunger trick shot for you, Carl's Jr.
I hate Skype Toilet. I love Minecraft Story Mode and the amazing digital circus and murder drones, and also love trolls band together and anti-YouTube troll police and play a paragraphy circumflex key. Slam gangless and ruin star. You use YouTube shorts bro, loudly crying face. You and PPL make a joke. Face screaming in fear. Fearful face. Pouting face. Angry face. Face with look of triumph. Slash pipe, slash underscore slash close your cheeks lil bro, loudly crying face. Or else. I don't give a sh asterisk asterisk. Comment censored for violating community guidelines. Bro makes world's smallest violin videos. Damn, you are lucky they made an emoji about you.
Vou te levar ao céu, vou te catucar e fazer o Finish her! Primeiro tu rebola, depois senta no...
Não vai não.
Yeah, I promised Talia that I would film.
Yeah.
And yeah, just want to say I love her with all my heart.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I love your family. And yeah, I'd just love to be a part of your family for the rest of our lives. And yeah, I got myself a ring. And yeah, I would love your blessing to marry her.
You got more than my blessing.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Been waiting for this for so long.
Oh, I love her to death. I really do.
Stop crying!
You're making me cry.
That's gorgeous, mate.
But
Beautiful. You
yeah.
made my day.
So we gotta keep it on the low for
Yeah,
a couple of
bit.
weeks.
Yeah,
But
oh,
yeah,
that's terrific.
I've got
mate.
the
Really
ring.
appreciate it.
Yeah, just I'm so excited.
Blessed with you and our family, mate.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't I listen?
Não vai não.
Ela gosta da minha cabeça, da cabeçada ela é pica. Tá novinha, ela tá de marquinha de fita. Ela gosta da minha cabeça, da cabeçada ela é pica. Tá novinha.
Não é minha culpa se eu pegar seu namorado. Foi ele que falou que era descompromissado. E todo mundo sabe que eu gosto de dançar.
this. This is just some regular vinegar, and I'm gonna do something that I think is pretty fun. To get started, I just need to dump it into a large beaker, and I'll add about 2 liters. Then into this, I'll add some regular baking soda. This reacts almost immediately with the vinegar, which is acetic acid, and it turns it into sodium acetate. However, it also releases a lot of CO2 gas, so I had to add it in a bunch of small portions to make sure that it didn't bubble over. Okay, so now, with all the baking soda added, I can turn on the stirring. I'll also turn on the hot plate, and I'll heat this whole thing up until it's almost boiling. What I'm trying to do now is get rid of pretty much all the water, and unfortunately, what I have is mostly water. This ended up taking even longer than I thought, though, and it was only 12 hours later that it started looking like it was done. It was hard to see, but there was a very thin film of crust forming on the surface, which told me that there was very little water left. So now, all I have to do is add a small amount of vinegar, and I can finally take it off the hot plate. Then, what I have to do next is just pour it all into a smaller beaker, loosely cover the top, and wait for it to cool down. After waiting about an hour, it eventually got close to room temperature, and at this point, it should be good to go. So now, it's finally time for the fun part, and all I need is this small crystal of sodium acetate and to pour my liquid onto it. Almost immediately, it starts freezing, and it kind of looks like it's turning into ice. Then, if I keep pouring more, it continues to freeze, and it slowly starts looking more like a bunch of wax. It's all actually just sodium acetate though, and this is happening because the solution is super saturated. There's way more sodium acetate dissolved into it than it can normally hold, so the moment that it touches the solid sodium acetate, it all quickly crystallizes out. As this happens, it also generates a lot of heat, and this is why it's commonly used to make things like instant hot packs. What I think is interesting though, is that it's completely solid, and there's pretty much no water left. It's now just a bunch of solid crystals, and I think that's pretty cool.